The wind howled across the frozen expanse of Siberia. Snow swirled in sharp white clouds, hiding the ground below. Amid the harsh landscape, something strange lay half-buried in ice and rock. At first glance, it looked like a mountain. But the shapes were wrong. Angular lines, glowing panels, and smooth metal surfaces gave it away it was not natural. Dr. Lena Torres, wrapped in layers of thermal gear, squinted at the massive structure. Her breath formed clouds in the cold air. She had seen many strange things in her career, but this was unlike anything she had ever imagined. "It's real," she whispered, almost to herself. Her voice trembled between awe and disbelief. Beside her, Captain Marcus Hale adjusted his helmet, scanning the horizon with sharp eyes. "Real and dangerous," he said. "We don't know why it's here or what it can do." Lena stepped closer. The metal surface of the craft was pitted and scarred, evidence of battle or long neglect. Despite that, faint lights flickered along its hull. A hum echoed from within, a deep, low vibration that seemed to resonate in their chests. "It's alive," Lena said. "Or it wants to be alive again," Marcus frowned. "Or it's a trap. Alien tech like this isn't forgiving." A team of engineers and scientists followed behind them. They had come from all over the world: Russia, the United States, Japan, India. Governments had agreed to collaborate secretly after satellite images revealed the ship's crash. Now, standing before it, no one could hide their excitement. This was history in the making. The group circled the ship, examining its exterior. Panels were engraved with symbols that no human language resembled. Materials shimmered with colors that shifted in the weak sunlight. Some panels seemed to absorb light. Others reflected it like mirrors. "Let's find an entry point," Lena said. "We need to see what's inside." Marcus nodded but stayed cautious. "We move slowly. We don't know if it's safe." After careful inspection, they found a hatch partially buried under ice. Lena and Marcus pried it open using heavy tools. The metal groaned but eventually gave way. A cold gust of stale air escaped, carrying with it a faint smell that reminded Lena of ozone. The interior of the ship was unlike anything on Earth. Smooth corridors curved seamlessly in directions that seemed impossible. Soft lights glowed along the walls, illuminating strange symbols. In the center of the main chamber, a large console rose from the floor. Its surface was covered in translucent material, and beneath it, soft pulses of light moved like tiny stars. Lena approached cautiously. Her hands hovered above the console, not touching it yet. Then, almost on instinct, she pressed her palm against it. The lights flared. A holographic map appeared, projecting three-dimensional shapes above the console. Planets, star systems, and strange ships rotated slowly in the air. Marcus stepped closer. "What is that?" "It's a map of the galaxy," Lena said, her eyes wide. "And these," she pointed at several marked locations. "These are alien outposts. They've been here before. They've visited Earth." A silence fell over the team. The idea that aliens had already come to Earth and left this enormous ship behind was almost too much to grasp. "Why would they leave it?" one scientist asked. "Maybe it was damaged," Lena said. "Maybe they didn't want it to fall into the wrong hands." She hesitated. "Or maybe they underestimated us." Marcus's eyes narrowed. "Well, that's going to be their mistake." Over the following weeks, the international team worked tirelessly. The cold Siberian wind did not stop them. They set up generators, temporary shelters, and research stations around the ship. Lena led a team of engineers to study the alien materials. Marcus coordinated security and logistics. Slowly, humans began to understand the ship's systems. The technology was far beyond Earth's capabilities. Power cores hummed with energy no one had seen before. Weapons systems were integrated into the ship, but seemed dormant. AI interfaces responded when humans touched them, interpreting gestures and thought patterns in ways that felt like magic. Despite the excitement, not everyone trusted the ship. Some scientists argued for caution, fearing traps or hidden dangers. Some governments wanted to seize control for themselves. Arguments flared, but Lena and Marcus managed to keep the project moving forward. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, Lena and Marcus entered the main chamber alone. The soft hum of the ship filled the air. Lena placed her hands on the console again. The holographic map shifted, highlighting a particular star system in a distant galaxy. "These are their former strongholds," Lena said. "And this shows the path they took before they came here." Marcus studied the projection. "So they've conquered other civilizations and left this ship behind." "Why?" "Maybe to test us," Lena said quietly. "Or maybe to give us a chance. We have to be ready for whatever comes next." The days turned into weeks. Humans repaired damaged systems, unlocked dormant technology, and learned to interact with alien AI. Slowly, the ship began to respond to human commands. Small thrusters fired, lights pulsed in patterns, and sections of the ship opened for exploration. One day, a small drone sent outside the ship detected movement in the sky. A formation of alien ships appeared on sensors distant, but unmistakable. Humanity realized they were not alone. The aliens had not forgotten the ship. Panic rippled through the team, but Lena remained calm. "They are scouting," she said. "They don't know what we are capable of yet." Marcus clenched his jaw. "Then we'll make sure they find out the hard way." The first systems of the ship came online. Power surged through the corridors, lifting humanity's spirits. Engineers cheered, scientists hugged, and soldiers stood in awe. The abandoned alien starship was no longer just a relic. It was becoming humanity's greatest achievement. Lena and Marcus stood together in the bridge chamber, watching the starfield projections. The hum of the ship was like a heartbeat. "We've done something incredible," Lena said. "We're just getting started," Marcus replied. "They left this for a reason. And soon, we'll show them why underestimating humans is the deadliest mistake in the galaxy." As night fell over the frozen Siberian plain, the ship glowed against the snow. Humanity had discovered a treasure, a weapon, and a challenge all at once. They had taken the first step into a much larger universe, a universe where they would no longer be the weak species, the prey. For the first time in history, humans had something the aliens did not expect: human ingenuity, determination, and courage. And that was a power no alien could ever fully understand. The discovery of the starship was only the beginning. Humanity had awakened something in themselves, a drive to survive, to innovate, and to take control of their destiny. The stars, once distant and untouchable, were now within reach. And somewhere, far beyond the galaxy, alien scouts were beginning to notice a new player rising, a player they had never taken seriously. Humans were ready, and they would not be stopped. Winter slowly gave way to spring in Siberia, but the cold never fully left. Snow still clung stubbornly to the ground, and icy winds cut through the human base surrounding the alien starship. Yet inside the massive craft, warmth and energy hummed as if the ship itself had awoken. Humanity was no longer just observing, it was shaping, rebuilding, and transforming the alien relic into something that could change the galaxy forever. Dr. Lena Torres walked through the main corridor, her boots echoing softly against the metallic floor. Engineers moved busily around her, carrying tools, lifting panels, and testing alien devices. For the first time, she felt a sense of unity she had never known. People from different nations, cultures, and backgrounds worked together not for profit or politics, but for survival and greatness. "Status report," she called, her voice calm but firm. Captain Marcus Hale approached, holding a tablet filled with schematics. "The energy core is stable. We've managed to integrate Earth-made superconductors into the main system. It's not fully optimized, but it's holding," Lena smiled. "Good. That was the first step. Next, we focus on propulsion and navigation. Once the ship can move, we'll have the power to leave this planet." "Leave?" Marcus raised an eyebrow. "Some governments want to keep it here. Study it. and contain it. Not everyone is ready to give humanity that kind of freedom. Then we'll make them ready, Lena said softly. If humans can master this ship, no alien force will ever treat us like prey again. Weeks passed. Human ingenuity worked wonders. Engineers reverse-engineered alien engines, improving their efficiency with Earth technology. Weapons systems, once dormant, responded to human commands and integrated with advanced AI designed to predict enemy maneuvers. The ship, abandoned and silent for centuries, now moved at the pace of human ambition. Inside the ship, the crew trained relentlessly. Soldiers practiced simulated combat scenarios, learning to use alien weapons, shields, and defense systems. Scientists ran tests, unlocking how energy flowed through alien circuits and discovering ways to manipulate it for their advantage. Every day brought new challenges. But every challenge strengthened humanity's confidence. One evening, Lena and Marcus gathered the senior team for a meeting. The holographic map of the galaxy hovered above the console, highlighting alien systems. They've underestimated us for centuries, Lena said, pointing at the stars. Every system they controlled, every world they dominated. They never imagined humans could reach this far. Two, Marcus nodded. We have the chance to show them, but we must be careful, Lena warned. They are powerful. If they detect our progress too soon, they may come for us before we're ready. The team agreed. They worked in secret, far from prying eyes. Yet secrecy had its limits. One day, the ship's sensors detected movement in the upper atmosphere. Small craft, sleek and metallic, glinted in the sunlight. Alien drones had arrived to scout the planet, likely sent to reclaim what was once theirs. Panic spread across the base. Scientists whispered about sabotage. Soldiers prepared for defense. Governments demanded explanations. But Lena and Marcus remained calm. They are scouts, Marcus said. They don't know what we're capable of. Yet. See, the scouts moved closer, and tension gripped the team. Lena placed her hands on the ship's console, feeling the hum of energy coursing beneath her fingers. Slowly, she guided the AI to activate defense protocols not to attack, but to hide humanity's advancements. Shields flickered into existence, cloaking parts of the ship from alien sensors. The next day, the aliens retreated. Humanity had not fired a shot, yet they had proven they were not defenseless. The engineers celebrated quietly, proud of the clever solution that relied not on brute force, but on intelligence and creativity. Months passed, and the ship's systems grew more advanced. Humans had integrated Earth technology, made improvements to propulsion, and designed new AI algorithms. The ship could now move at incredible speeds, detect threats long before they arrived, and respond to them faster than any alien vessel could predict. Lena walked through the bridge one morning, watching cadets train. Young men and women moved with precision, learning to control the ship as if it were an extension of their own bodies. She felt a swell of pride. Humanity had always been underestimated. But now, they were proving their strength in a way that no alien could ignore. "Do you think we're ready?" asked a young engineer, nervously adjusting a console. Lena smiled. "We're never fully ready. But we have what they will never have: human creativity. That is stronger than any weapon, faster than any engine, and smarter than any AI." Even as humans trained, alien activity increased. Scouts returned, probing deeper. A small fleet entered the solar system, moving with silent precision. Humanity observed, learning the alien strategies, noting patterns, and adapting. Unlike the aliens, humans could think unpredictably, improvise, and take risks that logic alone could not predict. Marcus gathered the team. This is the real test. The aliens are here. Soon, they will come for the ship. We need to show them what humans can do. The team nodded, their resolve hardening. Lena activated the ship's main systems. Thrusters fired for the first time, lifting the Starship off the ground. The ice and snow below trembled under the immense power. Engineers cheered. Soldiers saluted. Humanity's heart had risen with the ship. The alien scouts reacted, moving in formation to intercept. Sensors detected them closing in at incredible speed. Lena smiled grimly. Remember everything we've learned. Every trick, every system, every tactic. They won't expect it. When the scouts arrived, humans demonstrated their new mastery. Alien ships approached aggressively, but human tactics were unexpected. Using coordinated maneuvers, the rebuilt Starship and smaller allied craft outflanked the scouts, disabling engines and communication arrays without firing lethal weapons. It was a victory born not of sheer firepower, but of intelligence and adaptation. The aliens had never faced a species capable of thinking so creatively under pressure. Humanity had proven itself. After the encounter, the team celebrated quietly. They knew this was only the beginning. The alien empire still existed, still controlled countless worlds, and still underestimated humans. But now, humanity had a symbol of their strength, a weapon of knowledge, and a fleet-ready starship capable of challenging even the most advanced foes. In the weeks that followed, the ship became a center of human innovation. Engineers continued to upgrade systems. Scientists discovered new ways to harness energy and improve shields. Soldiers trained tirelessly, learning not just combat, but strategy, coordination, and adaptability. Every day, humans grew stronger. The Starship, once abandoned and lifeless, now pulsed with human ingenuity. It had become more than a vessel. It was a symbol of resilience, creativity, and determination. One night, Lena stood on the observation deck, looking out at the stars. Marcus joined her silently. "They will come," he said. "They always do." "They will," Lena agreed. "But we won't be the same humans they faced before. We have learned, we have built, and soon, we will strike back." Marcus nodded. "And when we do, they will realize that underestimating humans was their greatest mistake." Below, the ship's lights glowed like a heartbeat. It was alive with purpose, energy, and human resolve. Humanity had taken the first steps toward absolute retribution. They were no longer prey. They were creators, innovators, and warriors. And the galaxy would soon remember the name of Earth. As the alien scouts retreated once again, humans prepared. Plans were drawn, simulations ran, and every member of the team trained for the day when they would leave the solar system. The rebuilt Starship stood ready, an unstoppable fusion of alien technology and human brilliance. Lena smiled, her eyes reflecting the holographic map of distant galaxies. "We're ready," she whispered. "The universe will know what humanity can do." And somewhere, far across the stars, alien intelligence began to take notice. Humanity was no longer a hidden species. They were a force, and they were coming. The rebuilt Starship glowed in orbit around Earth, a beacon of human achievement. Its hull, a blend of alien technology and human innovation, reflected the light of the rising sun. Inside, the crew moved with purpose. Months of preparation had brought them to this moment. Humanity was no longer hiding. They were ready to face the alien empire that had once abandoned the ship on Earth. Dr. Lena Torres walked through the control deck, observing her team. Engineers monitored energy outputs, soldiers coordinated battle strategies, and scientists scanned distant star systems. Each person knew their role, and each person understood the stakes. Failure was not an option. Captain Marcus Hale approached Lena, his expression serious. "All systems are ready. Weapons calibrated. Shields optimized. Navigation aligned. The fleet is prepared." Lena nodded. "Then it's time. We strike first, but wisely. We take the fight to them not to destroy unnecessarily, but to show strength and reclaim what was ours." Outside the ship, Earth's orbital defenses watched silently. Humanity had learned quickly that brute force alone could not win against an advanced alien species. Strategy, intelligence, and creativity were their real weapons, and the rebuilt Starship gave them the tools to wield all three. The fleet departed Earth quietly. leaving no trace but faint signals detectable by distant observers. Humans moved faster than anyone expected. Alien scouts detected the fleet in the outer system, but they were too late to intercept. Humans had learned their tactics, predicted their maneuvers, and adapted systems to counter them. For the first time, humans were on the offensive. The journey through space tested them. Meteor fields, unstable wormholes, and radiation storms challenged the crew. Yet every obstacle was met with ingenuity. Engineers devised new shields, scientists recalibrated engines, and soldiers adapted combat drills for zero-gravity conditions. Each challenge strengthened the bond between humans and their ship. Weeks passed before the fleet reached the outer colonies of the alien empire. Planets once dominated by alien forces now lay in silence. Humans observed carefully, avoiding unnecessary destruction while gathering information. They found signs of oppression, cities abandoned, energy grids stripped, resources hoarded. The alien empire had ruled with power and fear, but now, humans had a chance to restore balance. Lena convened a meeting on the flagship. The holographic map displayed the colonies, their energy levels, and patrol routes of remaining alien forces. "We will act strategically," Lena said. "We don't need to destroy everything. Our goal is to dismantle their control and liberate these worlds. Show them what humans can do." Marcus nodded. "And if they fight back, then we adapt," Lena replied. "We have learned faster than they expected. We can outthink them." The first strike came swiftly. A small patrol fleet approached a human-occupied colony. The alien ships were confident, expecting easy victory. But humans were ready. The rebuilt Starship used decoy projections, advanced maneuvers, and AI-guided attacks to disable engines and communication arrays. No lives were lost unnecessarily, yet the aliens were stunned. Across the galaxy, humans repeated the strategy. They liberated one colony after another, using clever tactics rather than sheer destruction. Each victory demonstrated that humanity was not only strong but also intelligent, compassionate, and capable of leadership. On board the flagship, celebrations were subdued but heartfelt. Engineers smiled as energy systems performed beyond expectations. Soldiers trained relentlessly, knowing the next challenge could be even greater. Scientists recorded every discovery, understanding that knowledge itself was a weapon. Lena stood on the observation deck, gazing at the liberated colonies. "We're making history," she said softly. "Not just for Earth, but for every world that was oppressed." Marcus joined her silently. "They underestimated us. Every time they did, we grew stronger." The alien empire soon took notice. Their fleet assembled to confront humanity, believing a single human starship could not challenge their power. They were wrong. The confrontation was dramatic. Hundreds of alien vessels moved in formation, expecting to overwhelm the human fleet. But humans had learned to anticipate every pattern, every strategy. Using superior speed, clever decoys, and human unpredictability, they disabled the alien fleet efficiently. Alien commanders were baffled. Their most advanced technology had been turned against them not by superior firepower, but by superior thought. The humans advanced toward the central hub of the alien empire. Worlds once enslaved awaited liberation. The rebuilt Starship, now fully operational, served as a symbol of human ingenuity. Every planet they approached, humans employed careful planning, strategic strikes, and humanitarian rescue. They liberated not only territories but also the pride and hope of countless civilizations. One night, Lena addressed the crew through the main deck speakers. Her voice echoed with quiet strength. "Humans were once underestimated. We were small, weak, and overlooked. But today, we are something different. We are creators, builders, and warriors. We are a species that refuses to be prey, and we will show the universe that human courage, intelligence, and unity are unmatched." The crew listened in silence, absorbing the weight of her words. They understood that every life saved, every colony liberated, and every victory earned was a testament to humanity itself. As the flagship approached the alien empire's home system, final resistance was met. Alien warships formed a blockade, confident they could stop the humans. But humans had a final advantage: creativity. Lena and Marcus coordinated a plan that no alien could predict. Using advanced cloaking, decoy fleets, and precision strikes, the human fleet penetrated the blockade. Alien ships were disabled systematically, and their command centers neutralized without unnecessary casualties. The Empire's leadership, shocked by humanity's progress, attempted to negotiate. Lena addressed them directly, through a holographic communication channel. "We do not seek unnecessary destruction," she said firmly, "but we will not be subdued again. You have ruled through fear, and that ends now. Humanity and every liberated civilization deserves freedom. Step aside, or face the consequences." The alien leaders hesitated. They realized that humans had learned, adapted, and mastered their technology. They had underestimated the creativity and resolve of a species they once thought weak. One by one, alien leaders surrendered, dismantling their oppressive control. Humanity had achieved retribution, not through mindless violence, but through strategy, intelligence, and determination. Across the galaxy, liberated worlds celebrated. Humans were recognized not only as powerful but also as just. They had become an example of what a species could achieve when united, creative, and brave. Back on the flagship, Lena and Marcus stood together, looking at the stars. "It's over," Marcus said softly. "The galaxy will remember this day." "Yes," Lena agreed. "But this is only the beginning. Humans have shown what we can do. Now, it's our responsibility to protect what we have gained, to guide, and to inspire." The rebuilt Starship, once abandoned and forgotten on a frozen planet, had become a symbol of human potential. It had carried humanity from fear to mastery, from observation to action, and from survival to triumph. And somewhere, far beyond the galaxy, whispers spread among alien species. Humans were no longer a hidden, weak species. They were creators, warriors, and leaders. They were a force the universe had never anticipated. The stars, once distant and unreachable, were now within humanity's grasp. And the message was clear: underestimate humans at your peril. Lena and Marcus watched as the fleet moved among the liberated colonies, guiding, protecting, and ensuring that peace replaced oppression. Humanity had taken a starship abandoned by aliens and turned it into the instrument of their destiny. They had not only survived, they had triumphed, and the universe would never forget the rise of humanity.